新的那个 Listen Up 的部分。然后伊人他是一个教师的培训师，他同时也是一个语言的学习者。然后他有写过将近40本在分级阅读、听力方面的书，所以他帮助 eFuture 的部分还蛮多的。所以等一下大家老师有任何的问题啊，或是疑问，都可以请教伊人，他可以帮我们有很多的部分，可以让我们可以学习到更多。然后他同时也是一个非常嗨、非常快乐的老师，所以等一下大家都可以很配合他。OK， 好，我们接下来热烈掌声欢迎我们的伊人。
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you guys doing today?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Great. How are you doing?
Great.
Great. Yeah. All right. Good. So today we're talking about listening, right?
Yes.
We're listening, yeah? But before we start, we have one very important thing to do. One very important thing for you to help me do. Any guesses?
What's that?
What's that? Well, I need you to help me translate something. Because, of course,
You.
学习中文我会说一点点 So, I'm going to speak in English. Because if I spoke in Chinese, we would be here for a week. And that's probably not what you want to do. So, I'd like to use some local slang. So I need you to teach me some local slang. I need you to teach me, how do you say, are you ready? How do you say that in Chinese or in Taiwan's Chinese? I don't know. Taiwanese, how do you say that? Who can teach me? Are you ready? What? Yeah, one more time? Oh my gosh. I need to write that down. Me. 准 Question mark. 你准备好吗？没 Oh my gosh, that's so hard. I might have to just say, are you ready? Maybe that's level 2. I'm only at level 1. Alright, anyway, today we're talking about listening, yeah? Listening. But before we begin, I have something to share about me. Maybe you are wondering who I am. Well, my name is Ian, or Li An. I'm an author, of course. I do these teacher training events, and here I am. I'm also a language learner, and here I am learning Chinese, studying Chinese. Yeah. I recently took the HSK test, level 1. That's the first level, but I don't know if I passed. I hope I did. I'm also a very amateur artist. It's not a character from Avatar, though. It's just a regular portrait. My friends tell me, don't share this. But I just couldn't resist. I've also been very busy in Taiwan. Did you guys see the newspaper this morning? Anybody read the Taipei Times? No? Sometimes. Good. Well, this was today's paper. I've been very busy touring Taiwan, and if you look very closely, you can see. I'm just joking. It's not me. I wish it were me because it looks so much fun. Has anybody been to this festival? No? Anybody want to go?
No.
No? That's why I want to go. To live wildly. Do you guys have any questions about me? What I've been doing? What we're here for? Well, today we're talking about listening, right? Teaching listening. Who here teaches listening? Who here does not teach listening? Oh my gosh. Call the doctor. Our arms are broken. All right, we need to do some exercises. Are you ready? Right hand. Show me your right hand. Show me your left hand. Right, left, right, right. Up. All right, so let's try this again. Who here teaches listening? Who here does not teach listening? Who needs a doctor? Oh my God. All right, well, I think we all teach listening. Yeah? We all teach listening. We all teach speaking. We all teach writing. We all teach reading. We teach grammar and vocab, right? So today we're going to focus more about how we can teach listening as a specific skill. Now, today is all about sharing. Right? Today is all about sharing because even though I've been to many places and I've done a lot of talks like this, workshops, I only know so much. But together, we know much more, right? So, today is all about sharing. That's right. So, I'm going to share some things with you, and you are going to share some things with us. So, today is all about sharing. Alright, now let's review today's key phrases before we begin, okay? So, 你准备和阿麦美 Are you ready?
Yes.
Let me try, teacher. One more time. Number 2. Okay, number 3. Alright, now we are ready to rock and roll. Alright, today I want to talk about listening as an integrated skill. Alright? Listening as an integrated skill. What is it and why should we teach it? Of course, I want to talk about how we can actually teach listening. Right? What are some hot tips and tricks that I like to do in my class and hopefully you can try in your class. Alright? And I'm going to talk, of course, about some games for listening class. Now, we're running a bit late, so I have to be very quick. So we have to be very sharp, because today is all about sharing. You guys are good. Alright, so today, you guys are going to walk away with some great tips and tricks and some games that you can play in your class. Alright? Shall we start?
Yes.
Do you want to try?
Yes. Let me try.
Let's try that again. Are you ready? Do you want to try?
Yes. Let me try.
Okay, great. Let's begin. Oh my gosh, it's a pop quiz. Relax. There's only one question and no grades. Alright? The question is, what are the 4 language skills? Alright? Don't tell me, tell the person sitting next to you, beside you, around you, across the room. Are you ready? What are the 4 language skills? I'll give you 15 seconds. Ready? Set. Go! Time's up. Anybody? Who wants to try? Who wants to try? Yes, what are the 4 listening skills? Excellent. A+. Now today, anybody who shares or asks a question will be getting one of these wonderful yellow pens. They're all the way from sunny Seoul, South Korea. They go up and down, and they have a nice, comfortable grip. So thank you for sharing. All right, give a round of applause. And what do we say when somebody does a great job?
Wow, great job.
All right, so question number 2, here they are. Reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Okay, of your daily greatest skill? Or what is the one skill that we use the most? What is the one skill we use the least? Put them in order. Most to least. Okay? What do you think? Talk with your partner. I'll give you 1 minute. Go ahead. When you're finished, I want you to write this on your handout, okay? This is the first part. Okay, would anybody like to share? Would anybody like to try to guess? Okay, yes! What do you think? I'll come back. Excellent. What do you think?
Listening, speaking, reading, and writing.
Okay, did you hear that? Listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Thanks for sharing.
Wow!
Awesome. Okay, so number 1. Okay, we're starting at number 4. Writing. Good. Number 3.
Reading.
Number 2.
Speaking.
Oh, speaking. And number 1 is listening. So out of all of these skills that we need as a speaker of English or as a communicator in English, listening is perhaps one of the most important because we spend the most amount of time listening, right? Now, think about your class and what you teach or what you have to teach. Is listening the most important? Is listening the one you spend the most time on? No. Which one do you spend most time on? Speaking, reading, yeah, maybe grammar, which could be roped into writing, yeah? Now we've got to think, is this, should we do this? Or how can we, adjust what we teach, all right? And they say you spend 45% of your time listening, 30% speaking, 16% writing, and 9% writing, yeah? Isn't that interesting? So, what are the challenges? I want you to discuss with your partner. Think about a time that you had difficulty understanding something that you heard. This could be in Chinese, in English, in Korean, in German, whatever language you want. Okay? Think about a time. I want you to think about this because I want you to think about how your students feel. We need to get into our students' head. Right? In order to sympathize with them. Alright? So, discuss with your partner this question. Are you ready? Are you set? Go! What were you listening to? What made it difficult to understand? And what did you do about it?
have lots of different kinds of Western, green Western.
Okay guys, so who would like to share? Who wants to try to share? Who wants to share? don't forget, anyone who shares will be getting this nice, yellow, shiny, wonderful pen. It works very well, trust me, I use them every day. Who wants to share? Yeah! Woo!
I actually think of a time when I had a little bit of understanding when I listened to my CRT news.
Yep.
I guess maybe it's the speed of the broadcaster and the tone they use. But in Chinese, it seems that the problem doesn't exist because the speed of the broadcast is much slower.
Okay.
And then once I heard about the interview of the famous pianist Wang Lang. And because I had read his biography,
Yeah.
so I could understand most of the movie. So maybe because I'm not familiar with the area they were talking about.
Yep. So you lacked background knowledge, right?
Yeah, background knowledge.
Okay, so what did you do about it? How did you try to understand what you heard?
Maybe just keep trying.
Yeah. On the news, you were watching the news or listening?
Just listening on the radio.
Okay. Did you go to the internet and maybe look something up?
Yes. Okay. It has all the scripts on the website,
Okay.
so you can read it and that makes it clear to understand.
Okay, awesome. Does everybody understand? Does everybody feel the same way sometimes? Yeah, sure. Wow.
Good job.
Great job. Karen, yeah, awesome. Definitely. You know, I was studying German a long time ago, and I had the same thing. What I would do is I would watch the news. So I got the picture as well, right? And I would read the story in English in the newspaper, and then I would listen to the news in German and watch the news. And that way, it helped me with my background knowledge. It just helped overall understand the big context. And then I could listen for the details later, right? Yeah, sure. That's a really great example. All right. So now that we really feel what it's like to be one of our students, right? Because we all know the difficulty of listening, specifically in English, right? So what are some of the challenges that our students have? Anybody? What are some of the challenges our students have with listening? Well, how about this one? In our class, there might be uneven proficiency levels in our class, right? This student might be very advanced. This student might be very weak. This student might be in the middle. So what do? How do you manage your class if you have a lot of different skill levels in one class? Does anybody have this problem? Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, everybody does, right? Maybe they have a lack of vocabulary for quick recall. Oh, ooh, what was that? What? What? Oh, let me look it up on my phone. Too late. Because a lot of times you can't stop the listening, right? It keeps going and going and going and going. Sometimes we lack background knowledge, right? Like we were discussing. I don't know anything about this, so it will be hard for me to understand. The speed of dialogues, like our colleague said. Sometimes they're too quick, but sometimes they are too slow, and they're very unnatural, right? So we don't want to use these dialogues because they're not natural, they're not real, right? So that's also a problem. Unfamiliar with proper nouns, place names, people's names. Is that a boy or a girl? Right? Oh, geez, I don't know. You know, and that can be a real problem. It's a problem for me when I do these events or when I go on business to somewhere and somebody says, call, you know, so-and-so, and they just give me a name, but they don't say if it's Mr. or Mrs. What do you say? Hello, is Mr. Mrs. Chen there? You know, so we need help with this kind of stuff. So all of these challenges we have to think about and try to solve in our class or when we're planning, right? And we're going to talk about different ways to deal with these challenges. All right? Questions? Comments? Concerns? No? Let's keep going. So how can we actually help our students? Well, we really need to understand that listening is an integrated skill, right? We don't just listen, we listen and read, listen and write, listen and speak. Exactly. We need to work on vocabulary development, and I'm going to be showing you some activities to help you do this. We need to work on background knowledge, right? And I'll be showing you some activities to do this. We also need to work on fluency and accuracy, right? Fluency being speaking quickly and naturally. Accuracy being speaking correctly, right? With good grammar and good diction, right? We need to be able to build skills and understand that it's a long-term goal, right? Sometimes our students can feel discouraged because they're not making quick progress. Sometimes our students' parents are angry because their students aren't making progress like this. But we need to help our students and parents understand that learning a language is a real investment, and it takes a lot of time and effort and sweat and tears, right? Blood. I don't know. No, not tears and blood. That would be bad. All right. So, do you have any questions, comments, or concerns before we continue? Yeah? So we all understand about what listening is and what are the concerns. Now I want to get to the practical things, okay? What can we do in our class to actually teach listening, and then we'll get to the games, all right? You guys ready? Are you ready?
Yes, ready.
Awesome. Okay, let's continue. So these are some hot tips and tricks. What are the different stages in a listening lesson? All right? We're going to put the stages in order. We're going to go from planning our lesson through to teaching our lesson and wrapping up. All right? So, I want you to look in your handout, and I want you to draw a line to match the different stages of a lesson. And here they are. When you're ready, check with a partner. You're going to do it by yourself, then check with a partner. Do it by yourself, then let's try this again. You're going to do it by yourself, then are you ready?
Yes.
Go ahead. Okay guys, if we're ready or not ready, try to work this out with your partner, okay? Does anybody have any questions? Or shall we just do this together? Do you want to do it together? Alright, let's have a look. Okay, so in our lesson we have different stages, right? Because we want our lesson to flow very naturally. Yeah? So what could we do first? Now, there is no right way. There are only different ways, right? And this is the way I like to teach, and I think it's very effective. Okay? Of course, there are some wrong ways because you wouldn't, warm up at the end of your lesson, right? So, what would we do first? What is one thing we could do first? Warm up. Okay. Boom. Woo! Exactly. All right. Next, what do? So we warm up, or we review what we did last week, right? So it's fresh in our minds. What could we do next? Background knowledge. To think about what we're going to talk about today, right? Let's see. Boom! Awesome, yeah, okay. Now, so we're helping our students understand what today's lesson is, yeah? Next, what do? So our students are ready. They're ready to learn. They're ready to go. Great job. Awesome. We're going to give some input. We're going to do some activities in our class. And this is usually where the textbook comes in, yeah? Probably even here as well. What's next? Check, check. I heard check. Yeah, we're going to check comprehension. We want to make sure that our students understand what we are giving them, the lesson activities, right? If they don't understand, we have to go back, do it again, check, and then continue, right? What's next? What could we do next? Possibly provide output, right? So they're listening, and now they're listening to what? What are they listening to? They're usually listening to some information, right? So what do with the information? You share it, right? So you're going to share it with speaking or writing, yeah? And then what are we going to do? Feedback, of course. We're going to give our students feedback. How did they do, right? And then finally, or not finally, almost finally, woo! We're going to play a game. Yeah, of course. We're going to play something fun to get our students to practice what they've done in class and to end on a fun note, right? And then finally, we're going to give students, or we're going to reflect on class. And this doesn't have to do with the kids. It has to do with us, right? We're going to go back to the teacher's room. And we're going to think, hey, how did today's lesson go? What activities went really well? Which activities didn't go well? And how am I going to change the activities for next time, right? Oftentimes, I think we as teachers forget to do this. But it's really important to think about how I did as a teacher and how I can improve and what I did right so I can feel good about what I'm doing, yeah? Any questions, comments, concerns? All right, so here they are. Let's quickly review. We're going to warm up. We're going to activate, or we're going to get our students to think about what we're doing. So with background knowledge, we're going to provide some activities to do. We're going to check our comprehension. We're going to provide output opportunities. We're going to give students feedback. How did they do? Of course. We're going to play some kind of game. And then we're going to finish, go back to the teacher's room. We're going to think about our lesson, and we're going to make some notes. Maybe on some students that did a super job, and I'm going to call their mom and say, hey, little Billy was an awesome student today because of these three things, right? Oftentimes when we phone our parents, it's because there's a problem, right? If you're calling the mom all the time because there's a problem, how does she think about you? Teacher calls problem. Teacher, what if we call, sometimes there's a problem, but sometimes your student is doing a great job. Teacher calls, great job. Teacher, exactly. So don't forget that, yeah? We want to celebrate achievement in our class sometimes, all right? Questions, comments, concerns? All right, so let's go through a lesson and see the different options that we can do. And I really want to share some different activities that you can do in your class, all right? So here we are, we're going to talk about how we can warm up our class. How are we going to practice and do vocabulary? We're going to talk about how we can lead into activities, right? We're going to talk about how we can check comprehension, right? And we're going to talk about how we can improve speaking or writing, right? And these are activities that I hope you can try in your classroom tomorrow or on Monday, all right? Okay, are you guys ready? All right, here we go. How does this look? Does this look very familiar? Yeah, so this is from Unit 8 in our book. I think you have it in front of you. Now this is very kind of normal, right? Our lesson starts off with a warm-up, okay? And you can do this, of course. It says, look, listen, and point, right? And what are we going to do? All right, kids, open your books to page 38. All right, great. Now we're going to look. What are we going to do? We're going to? Awesome. Okay, great job. Right. So I'm introducing, for really young learners, I'm going to use a lot of actions and sounds, right? Because I want them to easily understand what they're going to do. Also, I'm going to use these really simple instructions when I explain a game, okay? And we'll see how that works later, right? Do you guys want to try?
Yes, let me try.
Do you guys want to try?
Yes, let me try.
All right, here we go. Let me see your pointer fingers. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hey, look, listen, and point.
Where's your mom? She's in the bedroom. Where's your dad? He's in the kitchen. Where's Tony? He's in the bathroom.
Okay. That was easy, right? Why do we want to keep it really easy when we start our lesson? If we started off with something really difficult, like a test, how are our students going to feel? Oh my gosh, listening is so hard, I don't want to do it. Right? So, we're going to start off with something really easy. And we're going to use really big actions, right? Because it's more fun, right? Where's Mom? She's in the living room. Right? You don't have to do it this way. You can do it creatively. Right? So what are different things we can do with this? Well, we can ask guided questions, right? Because we're trying to get our students to think about the background knowledge they have, right? We want to do that. So in the teacher's manual, you can see that at the back, we have some guided questions. For example, what do you see? Right? How many rooms are there? How many people are there? How many things do you know in this house? Right? So we're thinking about all the different words that are in this picture that might happen in the listening. Right? We could use the previous units. We could include other questions from previous units to help our students recycle. Okay? So this is just a really basic thing. Look at the picture, ask questions, students respond or work together, right? And this is in the teacher's manual. What else could we do? Let's do a vocabulary search race, all right? Do you guys want to try?
Yes.
Yeah! Okay. going to group students and have them race to name 10 items in the image. We're going to buzz when we finish, okay? So I have some buzzers here. Alright, so I'm going to get my students into groups. Now this is great because we have 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. Okay? I'm going to bring my bells. Right? This is group 1. Would you like to choose a buzzer? Oh, good. It's made in Taiwan too. Seriously, choose a buzzer. Alright, there you go. This is... Okay, so we have 3 teams, right? We have, over here, on this side, we have team... A. Team A, very good. And in the middle, we have team... Super. Wow, super! Team A, team super, and team... Beautiful! Wow! Woo. Getting hot in here. All right. Team A, let me hear your buzzer. Team super. Beautiful. All right, okay. Now, you guys are ready, okay? What you're going to do, you are going to look. No listening. You're going to look. Search. Write. Look. Search. Write. 10 words from the picture. 10 words from the picture. How many words?
10 words.
Do you have to write 10 words?
Yes.
Do you have to write 10 different words?
Yes.
Yes. When you're finished, what are you going to do? Buzz. Okay? Are you ready? I'm going to click the button and you will look at the picture. Write 10 different words. When you're finished, buzz. Ready? Set. Go. Oh my gosh. Wrong one. Work together in a group. Team Super! Alright. Team A, are you finished? We're waiting for Team Beautiful to buzz. Woo! Okay, excellent. So, Team Beautiful, can you give me 3 words, please? 3 words. Chair. Chair. Telephone. Bed. Okay, excellent. Team A, give me 3 new words.
Window.
House, closet. Okay, and Team Super, 3 new words.
Chair.
Chair and curtain. Okay. Now, as a teacher, I'm going to write these words down, okay? Wow, great job. All right, everybody, how did they do? Awesome. Okay, so this is a really easy way to get students to compete, to show their knowledge, right? I'm getting something that's fun, it's competitive, but it also lets students show what they know, so they can feel good about themselves, right? Yeah. Also, it helps me, the teacher, because I now know who knows what. They're teaching each other vocabulary, and if they tell me the key words in our unit, I don't have to spend much time teaching it, right? Because they already know, okay? So this is one of the reasons why I really like to do this kind of activity, because it helps me pre-teach vocabulary, or it helps the students pre-teach vocabulary to each other, right? And that's going to make it really fun. Okay? I'm going to find out what our students already know, and I'm getting them to feel good about themselves. All right? Any questions about that activity? Is it something you can try in your class? All right, I hope you do, okay? Any questions? Let's move on. All right, now this is the vocabulary section, right? We're pre-teaching the key vocab words, okay? So, do you want to try? All right, let's do it. Okay, we're going to listen and repeat. Okay, here we go.
B. Listen and repeat. 1. Bedroom. 2. Kitchen. 3. Bathroom. 4. Living room. 5. Dining room. 6. Yard.
Okay, great, excellent, good job. Now, this is something you could do in your class, right? And it's a good way to let students listen and repeat. Why is it slow? Why do we go 1, bedroom, 2, kitchen, 3? Is this boring? No, it's exciting? Oh yeah! 1, bedroom. Yeah, maybe. There's a really good reason why this is really slow, okay? It's because if I try to teach you new words, are you ready? Listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. 1, bedroom. 2, kitchen. 3, bathroom. What's the problem? They can't pronounce it. Why? There's a really good reason. If you can't hear it, how can you say it? Right? It's funny, I go to a lot of different schools and I see, the teachers, they put on this really great lesson and they'll play a game. Okay guys, are you ready? Let's play a game. Okay, number 1, I want you to say this and I want you to say that. Okay, over there. Ready? Go. Quick, 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 quick. Go. The students are like, what? I don't know, teacher, I don't know. Okay? The reason why, when we're teaching new words, new vocabulary, new phrases, you don't have to keep it really slow, but make sure your students can hear. It has to be clear, right? If they can't hear the difference between ma and ma, then they won't say the difference, right? And the same is true for English, okay? So one way is a really simple way to get them to listen and repeat, and that's really important. But once they've done that, what else can we do? There's a lot of different things we can do with this, right? We can have an audio race, all right? I'm going to say word number 1 one time before the next word. Say word 2 2 times. Kitchen, kitchen. Right? I'm going to say word 5 5 times. Dining room, dining room, dining room, dining room, dining room. Okay? Do you want to try?
Yes, let me try.
Alright, here we go. So we're going to go 1, bedroom, 2, kitchen, 3,
bathroom.
okay. Here we go.
B. Listen and repeat. 1. Bedroom. 2. Kitchen. 3. Bathroom. 4. Living room. 5. Dining room. 6. Yard.
Good job, guys. Great job. Okay, so this is just a fun little extra activity you can do after you slowly practice the words, because it's like a race, okay? And anytime you can add some kind of game, it becomes a little bit more entertaining and fun. Something you can try? Yeah, I hope so. So try it out and let me know how it works. Okay, this is another one, fun drilling. I learned this from another teacher trainer, and I totally stole it. And that's okay. You can steal everything that we talk about today, okay? Thieving is encouraged and welcome here, all right? Unless, of course, books, and then it's not so good. All right, now, what are we going to do? We're going to use the PowerPoint or create flashcards, and I've done that like this, and it's really simple if you just scan the pictures. I'm going to reveal, take away, bring back. So, what is this? Living room. Everybody? Living room. Excellent. So I'm going to say, I'm going to show you, and you are going to say, or, one more time. When I take it away, you're going to say, and when? Okay, I'll come back. Right? You have to call it back. Okay? So this one, what is this? One more time. You want to try? All right, here we go. Now remember the order. Let's try this again, shall we? Wow, great job, guys. Yeah, all right. So this is a really easy way. It's kind of fun because you have to remember the order, right? Now, what am I getting you, the students, to do? What are you doing? You're speaking. You're saying the words, right? So it's a kind of drill, right? Instead of saying, what is it? Living room. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. Right, okay? This is a kind of drill. Just like this. You said the keywords about 4 times, right? So this is good. A fun way. It's kind of like a puzzle. It's like a game. You want? Try it out. Let me know how it works. Any questions? Comments? Concerns? No? Alright, let's move on. Oh my gosh, we're running out of time. Here we go, using vocabulary pages. So we did fun drilling. We can do a vocabulary race, okay? I'm going to scan it, I'm going to print out the images on large of all our target words, right? I'm going to post the images around the room, right? I'm going to have students listen and race. Listen and right, okay. Do you want to try it? I need 4 people. Who wants to try? Yes, thank you. Let me try. One more time. Over here. Thank you. Let me try. Woo! All right, come on down. Woo! Give me a round of applause. Okay, here we go. We have
Number 1.
your name?
Angela.
Angela, thank you. Sally. Lane. Emma, thank you guys for coming. Now, for participating today, you will be getting 1 yellow pen. All right, here we go. What is this guy? Let's review. Living room. Okay, living room is way over here. All right, now, how about this one? What is this? Kitchen. Okay, kitchen's way over here. All right, and this one? Bedroom? Bedroom, right. Okay, over here. And this one? Dining room. Okay, dining room's here. All right, now, come to the middle. Come to the middle. Now, you're going to listen, stand, point, say. Ready? Now the teacher has to be ready too. Bedroom. Kitchen. Dining room. Bedroom. Dining room. Living room. Now, let's try a new version, right? We're going to ready? Listen, run, touch, and say. Ready? Here we go. Bedroom. Kitchen. Dining room. Bathroom. Kitchen. Bedroom. Bedroom. Dining room. Living room. Kitchen. Woo. All right, guys. Very good. Give him a round of applause. How did they do? All right, awesome. There you go. Okay, so this is a really easy way to play. Other ways, if your students are really good, you can say, we do this. Where do we eat? In the kitchen. Where do we sleep? Where do we wash? Right, okay? So depending on their level, you can try different things, okay? And it's all about choosing and practicing different vocab, alright? Alright, so that's a fun little game to play. Here we go. This is a listening practice. So what did we do? We played about 4 or 5 games just with the first page, right? And we spent 20 minutes doing it. So this just shows you how much time and how many different activities you can do with just one simple page, alright? Page number 2, this is listening practice, okay? What can we do? What can we do? We're going to? Are you ready? Do you want to try? Alright, here we go.
A. Listen and number.
1. Bathroom. 2. Living room. 3. Yard. 4. Bedroom. 5. Kitchen. 6. Dining room.
Okay guys, I want to check with a partner, please. Check with your partner. 1 minute. Okay guys, do you want to check together? That's number 3. We're going to check. Right? Do it by yourself. Check with a partner. Check together. Here we go. Number 1. Oh my gosh. Number 1. What was it? Bathroom. Number 2. Living room. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Good. Now, this is the way we have been doing all of the activities here today. Did you notice that? Do it by yourself, check with a partner, check together. Why do we do this? Well, there's one great reason. Do it by yourself. You can challenge yourself to do it by yourself, to show you yourself what you know. Check with a partner. Why? Because it's safe, right? It's safe to check with a partner because if I call on a student, oh my gosh, I don't know, right? But if they checked with a partner, oh my gosh, we don't know, right? But it's okay because if you're wrong together, right? Oh, it's totally her, not me, it's her, okay? So that's why we're going to check things in this way. All right. We're not going to do this one, but there's another activity like that. All right. So these are just different examples of different activities you can do. All right. And you're just going to do them regularly like this because these are designed to help students practice the target sounds, the target words, and the target phrases. Okay. So this is going to work on all of those different things. We're going to do it by yourself. Then, right, because if we're wrong. Right, exactly. All right, so how are we going to do? We're going to use pair work, right? And when we do pair work, we can encourage students to be speaking and listening actively, right? When we're monitoring activities as a teacher, did you notice what I did? What did I do when you were listening? Was anybody looking? Good, you weren't looking because you were concentrating. I was over here sitting down. What was I not doing? Was I talking? Right. I've seen this 1,000 times. I go to a class and the teacher sets the task. Okay guys, I want you to write 3 sentences about your weekend. Ready? Go. Now when you write, it's really important that you think about all these different things because when I'm writing, I like to make a plan, think about what I did, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Please try not to do this. Why? Because when we're talking, what are our students doing? Listening. When our students are trying to listen, what should they not be doing? Speaking. They shouldn't be listening to you, they should be listening to the material, right? So make sure that you just sit down and take a minute to relax and let your students do the work. A lot of times the teachers just give the answers to the students or they disturb them when they're trying to work. And we don't want to do that, all right? So when we're going to sit, we're going to monitor. We're going to make sure to note down any errors our students are having, right? We're going to treat them maybe immediately. Or we're going to write them down and come back to them at the end of class. Alright guys, you did a very good job today. Now here are some errors that I heard today. Do it by yourself. Fix the errors. Then check with a partner. Then we will check together, right? We're going to have our students work together to correct, and I'm going to change the content to avoid sort of focusing on one student, right? If my student is speaking, oh, teacher, I like going to shopping mall. Okay, I'm going to say, okay, great. That's good. But how could we say it more correctly? And maybe I can write that sentence on the board, or a different sentence that's similar, and we can work with that. Right? Any questions, comments, concerns? All right. Now, what did we do? We did warm-up activities. We did vocabulary activities. We did different ways of doing the workbook. Yeah? Now we're going to do some production, some speaking, or some writing. Alright? Now, what I want you to do, pretend you are your student. Okay? Pretend you're your students, and I want you to answer this question. What did you do for the Spring Festival? Alright? What did you do for Spring Festival? Are you ready? Did you have Spring Festival? Okay, did you have a holiday? Alright, tell your partner what you did. Pretend to be your student. Ready? Set? Go! Okay guys, that's very good. Excellent. I heard some very good sentences. Now, I did notice one thing, that some of these groups provided a very short answer. Is this very normal? Yes. Why? Well, because we accept short answers, right? Oh, good job. What did you do for Spring Festival? I went to the mountain. Great job. Okay. It's okay, but it's not great. How do we help our students make more complete answers? Well, we can do something like this. We can have our students extend the conversation, all right? I'm going to make a worksheet or make a poster and put these on the board or in our classroom, right? Let's practice these together, shall we? Yeah, okay, awesome, great. Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Try it. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Ready? Oh, really? Great. That sounds awesome. That sounds wicked. That sounds absolutely terrible. Are we going to teach our students that sounds great? No. Why? Why not? Because they already know it. We're going to teach our students new words, new ways of saying good, bad, sad, happy. Why? Because they can already say it, right? So I'm going to teach them wicked, tubular, awesome, radical, oh. And then think of different ways to say what you want to say. All right, are you ready? No way! Let me see your hands.
No way! What happened? What happened?
What happened next? What happened after that? What happened before that? Right? What did you do there? What did you see there? Right? What did it? When did that happen? Did you? Excellent, okay? Now what I want you to do, I want you to try these, but I really want you to act really passionately. Alright? When somebody says, I went to the mountain.
Whoa, really?
Alright, are you ready? I want you to use at least 3 of these conversation extenders, alright? Ask your partner, what did you do for... What was the question? What did you do for Spring Festival, alright? How many are you going to use?
3.
Are you really going to act? I want to see acting, alright? Are you ready? Set, go! Come on, really, act. Okay guys, I'm going to stop you there. Stop. Thank you. Wow! Alright, so did you notice a difference? Did you notice a difference from the first time we did it to the next time we did it? Yeah, so even though it's kind of silly because we're saying, oh really? Right? But why is this a really great way to do this? First of all, it gets students to be a bit more silly, and that's okay. It also helps students practice the tone and the flow of English, right? Maybe Chinese is different. It's maybe more, right? Staccato. Whereas English is more, right? So this way we can encourage our students to help, really? Oh, no way, right? Get this feeling into the language, okay? It also invites the students to say more, to answer more questions. And that's what this is really designed to do, alright? Is this something you can try in your classroom? Yes! Awesome, okay. Thank you guys. That is just tremendously good. So those are the hot tips and tricks. We talked about different ways to warm up. Do you remember? We talked about different vocabulary ways that we could use vocabulary. We talked about different games that you could play with practicing vocabulary. Hello, goodbye, come back, right? Running, pointing, saying. We talked about different activity lead-ins, right? Different ways to do activities. Do it by yourself, check with a partner, check together. We talked about checking comprehension, right? Different ways like this. If you're wrong together, and that's important. And we talked about improving speaking or output, right? The teacher doesn't talk, the teacher just lets the students work. We're going to walk around, monitor, and help our students improve by showing them some of their errors, right? And of course, we're going to help our students speak more with more passion, right? And to really encourage our students to speak more, right? Unfortunately, that's all the time I have today. But I want to thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it because I know it's a Saturday and you're all taking time out of your own personal schedules, so I really want to thank you guys for coming and being here. Now, at the beginning of our session, I said you're going to learn about speaking, some tips and tricks, and some different activities you can do in the classroom. Did you guys learn about talking or teaching, speaking, or listening? Yes. Did you get some hot tips and tricks? Yes. Did you get some games that you can use in your class? Yes. Alright guys, give yourself a round of applause and I want you to say number 3 really loudly for you guys. Wow! Great job! Thank you guys for coming out. Now, before we go, I don't know if you want to say something, but I would like us to all have a little group photo. Is that possible? Alright, awesome, because I brought my camera. Do you need to say anything first? No. Alright, guys, I want to invite you guys to come up to the front for a nice, awesome group photo. Oh, wait. Wait. I've been instructed to give out some prizes. What is it? All right, I've got one of these. It's a graded comic reader. Did you all see this at the back? Yeah? Have you ever thought about including comics in your classroom? All right, well, if you got a yellow pen, I want you to get a piece of paper, write your name on it, and bring it up to me when we come for the photo, all right? If you got a yellow pen, write your name, come up and give it to me, all right? Are you ready? All right, guys, come on up for the photo. Come on up, don't be shy. Let's try. Come on up, guys, don't be shy. All right, maybe on 3 we're going to say, we love listening.
We love listening.
All right, now we're ready. There's lots of room.
You ready? 1, 2, oops. No one said anything.
Oh my gosh, let's try. On 3, 1, 2, 3. We love listening. Oh, wait. Han, ban, do. I don't know. Han, ban, do. One more time. I don't know how to say it in Chinese. 再一次。
1、2、3，好，再一张，开心一点，做开心的动作。1、2，
茄子。
好，谢谢。
Thank you, guys. So, who got a yellow pen? Names. Did you write your name on a piece of paper? Yes, good. Yep. Just a little piece of paper. I'm going to draw the name. Excellent, thank you.